there is this kind of epiphany, this incredible blown apart, raw awareness of just how good things are, how sweet things are, the blessings that are around us, how kind people can be, how much you love the people you love, how good a drink of water tastes, how the sun comes up over that ridge, and the things that we don't look at that are there every single day, but we don't take the time to look at them or see.
I wanted the same thing. I was like, what the hell's wrong with this? It's so frustrating.
So how was the first day skiing?
Get Peapod to drop his drawers again.
People, how was your first day?
I had a ball. I had so much fun. I told everyone that I ran into that I was a Russian ski skier from Russian
Go for it.
ski instructor from.
I grew up in Washington, D.C., in the Northern Virginia area initially. It was a great place to grow up. There was a lot of diversity. This was the 50s, so there was a fair amount of prosperity. Neighborhoods were very united. Everyone was in and out of each other's houses. The parents felt a collective sense of responsibility for the kids, and you knew if you did something bad at Mrs. Jones's house, your mom was going to know about it before you got up the hill. So there was a real sense of solidarity. We had a lot of diversity in our neighborhood, international diversity, not so much racial diversity. This was the 50s after all. But because of people who had been in the military and had been stationed in other places and married people from those places. Some religious diversity also. I had Jewish friends and Hindu friends when I was a child, and all the varieties of Christianity. It was great. You know, it was a time when the world was pretty safe. It was still fairly innocent, I think. And then we moved to Maryland when I was 11, and that was where I finished high school. And I just, again, you wonder in what ways your heart is prepared, or that your soul is longing towards something even when you don't know it. So I first heard the word Baha'i when I was in high school, and there were a number of young people in my school who became Baha'is or were interested in the Baha'i faith, and that was my first exposure. And then I went on to nursing school, and my roommate in nursing school began investigating the Baha'i faith actively, and she became a Baha'i. And because I loved her, I was curious, although I was hanging on to my Christianity kind of by my fingernails at that point, very dogmatically.
Midnights in winter, the glowing fire lights up your face in orange and gold. I see your sweet smile shine through the darkness. Its line is etched in my memory, so I'd know you by heart. Mornings in April, sharing our secrets, we'd walk until the morning was gone. We were like children, laughing for hours. The joy you gave me lives on and on, 'cause I know you by heart.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1994 and then had a recurrence, or a series of recurrences really, since the year 2000. And I worked until 2004. And then the demands of treatment and the toll that it had taken really forced me to realize that I just simply could not maintain working any longer. Mm-hmm. And so in the days that I was adjusting to that slowly, I thought, well, I'd received a lot of encouragement to do something with the poetry I'd written throughout the time that I'd been experiencing breast cancer, which has always been a way of me processing what's going on internally. What I came to after anger and frustration and sadness and depression was just that I don't have control over anything, and I never did, except how I respond to what happens to me.
If there were no words, no way to speak, I would still hear you. If there were no tears, no way to feel inside, I'd still feel for you. Even if the sun refused to shine, even if romance ran out of rhyme, you would still have my heart until the end of time. You're all I need, my love, my Valentine.
All of my life I have been waiting for all you give to me. You've opened my heart and shown me how to love unselfishly. I dreamed of this 1,000 times before. In my dreams I couldn't love you more. I would give you my heart until the end of time.
I have a wonderful group of women that I meet with every 2 weeks also, and have for the last 5 years. It's a therapy group of women with advanced breast cancer, and it has been such a lifeline.
Be told. Well, I understand you've been here long.
No, I haven't. I had to leave.
When does
Say
Jesse?
goodbye to Jessie.
When is Jesse?
She's leaving in 20 minutes.
I didn't even get I thought she was from the cafe last night.
Oh, she had a swim meet last night.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
I'm going to leave your measuring tape over here, Mom. I'm going to leave your measuring tape over here if you want to keep it for a scrapbook or whatever. Thank you.
Did you get a chance to do her footprints yet? You still like?
Well, when's the nursing start?
Huh?
Oh yeah, we need to do that as soon as possible. Yeah, we need to get out of here and let you nurse her for sure.
Goodness, are you finished today?
Let's let her do that.
Back to Mom.
Let her get her footprints first.
Okay.
We're gonna. Well, they'll do those.
We can do them in the nursery.
She's
Okay.
got to go to the
Here, let me let
nursery.
you nurse her, darling, before you. We'll give you some privacy. The women can stay.
I'm gonna stay right here.
I'm your self-appointed lactation.
Early.
Her water broke.
Oh, so why'd that happen?
Well, she was already dilated some. So. Yep, that's right. It was time.
But it's okay.
Yes.
Everything's fine.
Everything's great. Yeah.
So what did we miss when the delivery?
You miss Holland being absolutely amazing. The most brave, focused, determined,
She was feeling pain.
Oh yeah, the epidural had gone completely off.
Why did it wear off? They gave it to her too early?
No, they had re-dosed her a couple of times as she started to push it and went off, and they said, well, 4 or 5 pushes, you can probably get her out. Or if we dose you, it could take a while.
Oh, I see. Goodness.
She did amazing. I bawled like a baby. Just,
Really?
yeah. I mean, as soon as his head started to emerge, I just was a basket case.
Who am I? What's my worth? And I just have to say, well, what are you going to be remembered for? Are people likely to remember you for the fact that you didn't wipe the dog food up completely in the kitchen? Or hopefully they would remember that I made an effort to teach children's classes or made an effort to help somebody. Oh, goodness. I've had such a rich life. Good grief. And anything I've ever wanted to do, if I haven't been able to do it in my career, there's been an opportunity in the Baha'i faith to do it. It's with one foot in this world and sometimes one in the next, and trying to live fully here and yet try to detach from it. And it really is a puzzle to me sometimes and a struggle. But it's been a terrific matrix for growth, too, to try to do that and to try to maintain some balance. One thing that I'm sure soldiers probably experience this, or people who've been through a disaster, or one thing that can happen is that you have a heightened sense of the sweetness of just the simple things. And hopefully, most of the time I have a better ability to kind of shrug off things that would have, small things in life that would have been annoyances or might have been big deals to me before, like, oh, for heaven's sake, in the whole scheme of things, this doesn't really matter. And that's a great gift.
You're all I need.